It's my pleasure to be with Terry McGuire. He is the Senior VP of Marketing at Halo Branded Solutions. Good morning, Terry.
Good morning, Jeff. How are you?
I am excellent. Now, Terry, I've known you for many years, and I see you're an active, kind of fit guy. Was it always that way? Were you always active?
I've always been active. I've really had the benefit that I've just enjoyed a variety of different activities. It's never been work for me. It's always been a nice release for me from a stress standpoint, and it's a great way to have just kind of me time as well. And earlier when I was younger, I did a lot of competitive things as well, and so I've kind of morphed from that competitive athlete into more of an athlete that does it for spiritual and health and all those other holistic reasons.
Right, and we've talked a bit about Successful for Life, and the goals really are to encourage people on their wellness journey, wherever it is they want to go. And it's different from everybody, from somebody's super competitive, and there's some really amazing athletes in our industry, to just regular people actually like me. And and there is a freedom to being able to get out and run. We talked a bit about running, and there's nothing like just you got your hopefully good quality shoes and your gear and your great promo products, headphones, whatever you like to use to get to get out and run and the freedom of that. But you've also, like me, got into biking as well. Let's talk about that. Cycling, kind of, you don't hurt
Sure.
as much on cycling.
Yeah, well, I used to run quite a bit. I used to run 4 or 5 days a week. And after a couple knee surgeries that weren't really related to running, they were related to other things. I had also mixed in biking and other things because I'm a big believer in having variety when you train. But after that second knee surgery, my doctor said really it would help you in the long term if you lightened up on the running and focused a little bit more on biking or swimming or other aerobic exercises. And biking is just one that I took to, and both road biking and mountain biking, I enjoy them. I'm like you. I enjoy running. I think if I had 45 minutes to an hour, I would much rather run. I would get a little more out of a run than I would a bike ride. But over the long haul, it's going to be better for me.
Yeah, that is what I've learned. I don't have pain on the bike. You get the aerobic activity and all that kind of stuff. But you mountain bikers, now you guys sort of blow me away. Okay, I get the road, and I ride on the road. I have a hybrid trek bike, and it's great, and I try to stay where it's safe. But we do this hike up the beast. It's like over 2,000 feet, 10-mile thing. And I see these mountain bikers climbing, and I'm going, what is with you people? I mean, it seems to me very hard and challenging.
It is, and surprisingly, when I road bike, and I'll road bike roughly 1,500 miles a year, I'm measuring my heart rate and primarily, and the difference between road biking and mountain biking for me is about 10 beats per minute, and that's a pretty big gap. And it's because mountain biking is a little more intense, and I
Yes.
try to describe it. It is, I try to describe it to people that mountain biking is a little more like sculpturing and road biking is a little more like bricklaying. I mean, at the end, you have a really nice, something, really nice, but one of them is just a little more tedious and monotonous, and the other one is a little more intense and a little more focused. But I enjoy them both. It's nice to be able to mix them up a little bit. It'd be very similar to mixing up like sprinting along with endurance running for runners.
Right. Well, I'm an old motocross racer, and that's how I got injured and had a dangler in my ankle. I was a cripple most of my life until I had it. Finally got the guts to have a fusion surgery, which is why I'm able to do what I can do. But I liken mountain biking to the motocross vibe, only you're pedaling, and so
Yeah.
I think it's pretty cool. Now, tell us a little bit about you're involved with a great distributor company, a large distributor company. What are you guys doing as an initiative company wide about wellness? Because wellness is a big deal, not only from the product perspective, and that's why we've got Successful for Life in place for distributors who want to focus on the wellness market that drives product sales, but also just it's a good thing for people to be healthy.
Right. Well, there are a few things. When we approached wellness as a distributor, we wanted to do it because like you said, it's the right thing to do. The second reason was we have the benefit that we utilize promotional products. We do that every day. We have a lot of promotional products that are focused on and based for wellness. And so we should practice what we preach. Right. And when we present wellness programs to clients, we wanted to be able to have the products and the structure and the success stories that we would be able to share with them. So that was beneficial as well. And third, and the primary reason for any company to engage in wellness is that when you have healthier employees, they're better employees, they're more productive employees. But two, your insurance rates typically will. I can't say they'll drop because I don't think that happens in anybody's lifetime. Health rates, but we've been able to really help maintain that because we have a healthier workforce, and that really helps us when we talk about the things that we do with insurance companies when we have those discussions. And so we're very robust. We have a committee that's focused on wellness. Once a month we do at our corporate headquarters we do a lunch and learn where we'll have a subject matter expert either from within the company or from outside the company that talks about running or biking or fitness, or it could be women's health, it could be blood sugar, and so we have a variety of things that employees are encouraged to learn more about. We have on-site health screenings a couple times a year where we'll have health professionals that will do a very thorough health screening for, I think it's only about $10. And so that's very beneficial so people can gauge where they are. And since we've been doing that for many years, it also allows people to gauge where they are from year to year, which is really important when you monitor your health over time. So that's good. But we take it very seriously. And the results have been, we have increased participation every year. We have healthier and happier employees. And there is a certain amount of fitness, especially from workplace fitness, that's also very social.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. I mean, you get to see and know and do fun things with people outside of a work environment. And when you're doing a 5K with 25 people from work as part of an event or a corporate team, it's a lot of fun. It's a good bonding experience for people.
Well, I think that is fantastic, and it's exciting to see you guys are doing that. And we have all these statistics and infographics in our SuccessFit4Life materials on, the benefits of wellness programs. And everybody knows they're good. It's just a question of how you implement them and the level on which you can do it. So I want to wrap up with this. We want to encourage people on their wellness journey wherever they're at. Do you have any suggestions for people who might be like I was, a few years ago, very sedentary? I mean, what can we do or say that might encourage people on their journey wherever they are today?
Well, you summed it up really the easiest and the best way early in our conversation. Just keep moving.
Right.
And it really doesn't matter if walking or walking the dog or swimming or biking or whatever it is. If you like to garden, if you like to do yard work, there are so many things that you can do that just by moving a little more than you normally would at home will benefit your health. And so I don't think you have to have in my case, kind of a lifetime of fitness, and you can't compare that necessarily to someone who wants to start out. We're both in it for the right reasons, is that you want to be healthier, and you want to be healthier both emotionally and physically as well. And that makes a big difference. So in terms of anyone's individual journey, the one thing that I would say, it's sort of like the lottery. You can't win if you don't play. Just get out there and start something. And I think the more you do anything, the more fun it will become, the better that you'll get at it. And then finally, when you progress like you have, the thing that I would tell a lot of people is that once you get comfortable just walking and just doing a few of the simple things, get involved in an organized event. Organized events are exceptional because you'll get to see people like you. You'll get to see people that are at in better physical shape than you, and you'll get to see people that started out where you did, and then it gives you kind of a gauge of where you are now. Plus, anytime you're around like-minded people that are all focused on something positive like fitness, it helps you be positive as well.
Right. I'm glad you mentioned that because, frankly, I would not be where I'm at without this little group of people, Team Runners Lane. My wife got into running, and I did not. I was a fat schlub, and I remember my very first time going on a Thursday run, and I actually went out a half mile, and then I go, well, if I go back, that's a mile. That's pretty good. And, I've now since done 2 half marathons, which for me is about as far as I want to go. It's pretty challenging. And I'm cutting down running to do more cycling because of my body. But that encouragement, that actually is what was the stimulus behind creating SuccessFit4Life, because I realized there was this encouragement that came from a group, and I think we can do that inside and outside our industry as we just post the things we're doing that we like to do for fun and encourage people, and everybody's welcome, and
Right.
that is just like so important, and to see my life change. I mean, I owe so much to these people. It's amazing. Well, I think we've covered this really well. I learned a lot of things about what's going on internally and inside Halo, and again, the purpose of this is to encourage other people on their journey. And if people want to learn more about SuccessFit4Life, they can certainly reach out to me, Jeff at freepromotips.com. Let's do Jeff at allamericanmarketing.com, and I'll be happy to share with you what it is that we're doing. So thanks so much for sharing.
Sounds great, Jeff. Thanks for your time.